Hey everyone, it's Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am good. I got something on my mind. Let's skip that advertising. We're just going to skip it today. Just subscribe. I'm going to put, oh, it went up anyhow. Dang it. Anyhow, subscribe, hit the thumbs up. Hey, look, I got something on my mind today. I want to talk about it. There's this new proposal of this 72 school uh, new level of college football. And it's being pushed by a couple school presidents that aren't in the Big Ten or SEC. And I don't know if it'll ever gain traction. But what I like about this proposal is it removes college football from the conferences and puts all college football teams into competitive groupings. There'd be an upper division and a lower division. And within that upper division, you would be divided into 12 groupings of 6. So you'd play 5 of your games a season regionally and probably another 5 outside of your group. And within that, the worst teams could move down, the best teams below you could move up. It's kind of cool, actually. And it solves another major problem in college athletics. If you take football out of the conference setting and put it into this grand league, the National College Student Football, I don't know, there's a weird name, and you do it that way, then your actual conferences for basketball, baseball, volleyball, soccer, all that stuff can go back to being regional and cut down on those travel costs. I think it's brilliant. I like that version of it. But the problem is the SEC and Big Ten will never agree to that. They don't want you here. They think they have this like royal right to only play each other because now they're talking about a scheduling agreement in which they would only play non-conference games with each other. It's kind of like the royalty when they started inbreeding. It never went well. They began, the whole deformities and didn't work out. That's what's going to happen to those football programs. They're going to lose sight of who they are, and what they're doing. In fact, I'm not even sure they want to play college football. I think they want to play semi-pro football. And maybe there's a world for that, but it's not a world that I hope my alma mater joins. I hope they continue to play college football. I think a more believable version of this that kind of bends the knee a little bit to the Big Ten and SEC and the fact that they want to have their own super conference, which is never going to survive antitrust laws and the lawsuits that'll just come pouring across. I think they figure everyone will go, okay, you're the best. We like that. That's not what we think. We don't really care about you. In fact, we agree that the elite teams in the Big Ten are very good. We think the rest of the conference is trash. We think the elite teams in the SEC are incredibly good, and there's another level that's pretty damn good, and then there's some that are trash. You're not elite from top to bottom, and so you shouldn't be able to be grandfathered in. The schools that have sucked in football shouldn't have a competitive advantage over the schools that have succeeded with less resources. So how about this? You make it 3 divisions. You have that upper division, maybe 40, 48 schools, a middle division, and a lower division. I hate relegation. I hate it, but it's a soccer thing, but it would work in this setting because you're outside of the conferences. You're in these groupings playing more regional teams. And then if you're really good, you can move up maybe to the middle or even all the way to the top. And if you're sucking at the top, you're going to move down. But be warned about this. And I don't think anyone in the Big Ten or SEC is really stopping to think about this. If you truly do want to break away and do your own thing, I'm not sure who's all going to play you. And if you want to fulfill your TV agreements, you're probably going to need to play most of your games against each other, right? 10, maybe 11 games against other Big Ten and SEC teams. You realize someone wins every game and someone loses every game. It's 50%. There's going to be a lot of unhappy fan bases that are used to winning, but now you've just scheduled these elite games against each other, and honestly, you're going to get the tar beaten out of each other. Good. You'll learn your lesson. Just kind of think about the state of college football for 1 second and what Americans across the country, not necessarily your fan base, would like. I'm just going to say this. If you do break away, none of us are watching it. We won't care. We won't have anything to do with that. We'll be worried about whatever level we're left at and whatever level of championship we're competing for. There's my thoughts. We'll see what develops. Hopefully this calms down, and hopefully someone ties up Greg Sankey and puts him in a dark closet and says, just be quiet for a while. Just settle your mind. You've gotten a little out of control. Well, a lot out of control.